You always forgive me for all the things that I ever done. And you've been by my side through the struggles and the fears I had, even the darkest one. And every time I touch your eye, I feel like I'm just holding back, because my heart's so glad. It don't matter what we did, you the wife of my life and the mother of my kids. Give you the stars, the wind, the moon, the rain, and the mountain. I'll give you the world, and all that you wish for, and even more. Girl, I love you more than you could know. I mean, it was a lot of different things happened when, you know, I was down in prison and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, like I was, you know, well known, you know, from the things that I had done, and then my name already when I got down. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody had that turbulence and whatnot, but you know what I'm saying, for the most part, you know, it was smooth sailing with me, man. Once I had started working in the kitchen, had that sanitation detail, man, you know, like I said, man, I had got real familiar with the guards, you know what I'm saying? And it was really just you know, doing what they asked you to do, following instructions, man, you know what I'm saying? I was good at following instructions, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, everybody I won't even say demands amount of respect, I would say deserves, you know, respect, you know, a certain amount of respect, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I give, you know, each and every human that's on the planet that comes into my life, comes into my circle. That's one thing that I give them, no matter what the situation that I am in or the situation that they are in. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, you know, being in, you know, that jail down in Coastal, most of the guards was female guards. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, y'all see some of my stories. I had a best friend female growing up. So I learned a lot of things from her, how to talk to women and things of that nature, how to listen to them, you know, stuff like that. So I was an ear, you know what I'm saying, for if it was the stewardess, the staff who, you know, did the food and stuff, you know, in the kitchen with me, or if it was the female cops, or, you know, the correction officer or whatever. But in particular, man, it was this one man that, like, you know, she was real cool with everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? And then I, you know, had a partner, you know what I'm saying? He was on that other side, you know, like with, you know, the men or whatever, you know, like in them, however. But he was cool, you know, I don't judge nobody for what they do. I don't see no colors. I wasn't raised that way. So me and him was cool. And he actually got me the job in there because he was in the same dorm with me. And even though he practiced that lifestyle, like I say, I never judge anybody, but I was trying to get out the dorm, just, you know, do something, you know, get out, man, you know, kill my time. And then he had heard that I was trying to do that and told me that he could get me a job on his sanitation. You know what I'm saying? He was lead and I came in as like number 2. So he ended up getting me a job there. And then once I got there, he was cool with this certain correction officer that was a lady, you know what I'm saying, named Miss C. I'm just saying Miss C, you know, what's up, girl? But he was cool with her, so, you know, once she knew that me and him was cool and stuff, and was in the same dorm and stuff, like, me and her became friends as well, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, it was smooth sailing, you know, in the kitchen, you know, the things that we just supposed to take back like that, you know, she turned a blind eye to it, and, you know, like that, so, like, it was real easy, man. It was only one thing that happened that, like, I thought that, like, ended me and her friendship, man, because my partner who had got me the job, he had left, you know, he had got transferred to like a county camp. So, you know, I became head sanitation. So me and her, you know, was cool or whatnot. But what had happened was one of those staff, one of them, you know, stewards, whatever, and one of the inmates had like this thing going on, you know, whatever, however. And they had time in the kitchen alone at different times. You know, with that time, you inmate, you know what I'm saying, especially if one of the females are digging you, it will happen, you know what I'm saying? So them folks, you know, was doing that little thing, sneaking here and there throughout the kitchen when nobody went there during closing times or whatnot. and getting them one in. You know what I'm saying? So at one point, just like everything, you know what I'm saying? At one point, they got caught, you know what I'm saying? By a sergeant, you know. And when that correction officer, Miss C, came to work, you know, one day she was asking me about it. You know what I'm saying? I was telling her, you know, however, you know, boom, 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 boom. Well, you know, me and the stewardess, that's who, like, you know, let us get the food, even though, you know, Miss C, she allowed us to let it go through, but she only had, you know, that shift. You know, you had to deal with 2 more shifts of cops and all that. So, you know, however, the cops are the same, or however, you know what I'm saying? The stewardess is where the source comes from, meaning like she got to allow you to get these things. That's how I ate, through her. You know what I'm saying? So once she came on to work, I was just letting her know that, like, hey man, you know, the cop was asking about, you know, this is that. So I don't know what done happened, but you know, it's in black and white that, you know, some stuff happened between y'all, so you need to be careful, you know, before you lose your job and stuff. That's what I was telling her. Not knowing that, you know, folk be from the hood and can't hold water, and oh, she wet, and like that. And before you know it, I looked around. The stewardess had went to the cop, Miss C, and confronted her like, why you asking about me? You know, what you done heard about me, and little stuff like that. And then Miss C knew that it was me who had went and like talked to her and stuff, man. So I'm like, oh, I didn't mean for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want everybody to be cool. You know, however, but you know, at that particular point, I felt like, oh man, I should have ran my mouth. You know what I'm saying? You know, however, but right then, I felt that our relationship had not like went to the left or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but then a little bit after that, she had done left anyway and like resigned from there, went back home to Florida and like became a cop for the like the county schools down there, like a resource officer cop to be in the school and stuff. So she was doing that for the middle school down there, but which I didn't know. I just know that she had done left, but she was like planning to leave on leaving anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. You know what I'm saying? Time went past. I did my time. I came home. You know what I'm saying? Once I came home, you know, me and my wife, we was separated when I went. Then I got home, we was still separated, but then we had like started trying to work things out. So thank Jehovah that we did right now to this day, but we was trying to work things out, and it didn't work out at first. So I ended up back at my father's house, at my grandmother's house, man, you know, going through that, man. First I was at one of my cousins, you know what I'm saying? One of my cousins, how he took me in, bro, him and his mama, man, I love her, man. You know, Nisha Bateman, Mike, man, I love you, bro. And you know, I was staying with them. I was in the slump. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I remember his mama coming out there saying, "Damn, she stop all that crap." You know, just real talk, man. Broken hearted, family, kids. You know what I'm saying? And one day, man, I was sitting outside the house, man. You know, I wasn't feeling so bad. Time was passing, and I get a message, you know, on my Facebook. And it was like, "Hey, Mr. Knox, how you doing? Give me a call." I'm like, who is this? You know, I get them all the time. You know what I'm saying? And so I went and looked at the pictures on Facebook, but I really couldn't tell who this person was, because you got to keep in mind, I never seen her outside her uniform while I was in prison. You know what I'm saying? So she ended up sending me her number. So I ended up calling her, like, "Hey, this Treese, man, who is this?" Like that. She was like, "Hey, man, this Miss K. I mean, Miss C. It's Miss C." And I'm like, "Who's this?" She said her real name, like this, you know, this K. I'm like, "Well, I don't know you. I don't know you." Then she was like, "Officers, you know, C." I'm like, "Are you crazy?" So I go back while I'm talking to her and looking at her pictures. Man, I'm like blown away, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, real talk, however. So after that, you know, like we started talking on the phone, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, I was separated, however. So we started talking on the phone, man, and like those talks became like longer talks and longer talks, and it's, you know, it's different when a person can communicate with each other. You know what I'm saying? The mind stipulation. You know what I'm saying? And see, some people ain't never had that. You know what I'm saying? And those who have had it understand what I'm talking about, man. When you have a person that you stipulate their mind or they stimulate your mind just through conversation, text, or a phone conversation, man, that be better than sex. You know what I'm saying? That is way greater than the physical thing of sex, man. And that's one thing that me and her had. You know what I'm saying? You know, she done came up to Georgia. She had like family and stuff up here and stuff, man. And but yeah, we had started like, you know, kicking and being on the phone all the time, like falling asleep on the phone like we kids, 17, 18 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of it, you know, she had a dude, you know, already, you know, well, she did her little thing, you know, she had a dude and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But she still came up here because she had family up here, friends up here, you know, things of that nature right there, man. But at the end of the day, man, like, what I can say too is, like, that same mind stipulation and all that, that would, like, connected me to even my, you know, my wife right now, man, because we could be in the house doing family and kids stuff all day, however, and she can go out of town. She could just simply go to work, and she's not, you know, it's bored at work. She's not doing so much, and she could just text me or call me, and it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We can sit on the phone and talk all day. Might not say 17 words in the house, because we dealing with house stuff, boom, boom, boom. We might look at a movie, you know, talk about the movie or laugh and stuff like that right now. But as soon as she leave out of the house, we let her get bored at her job. she'll try to keep me in prison on the phone. But me and my wife had that same mind stipulation, man. Like I said, she can go out of town to a Reba McEntire concert. That's the last concert I think she went to. That's her favorite artist and stuff. But just like I said, she can go to work, man, and be bored and start texting me, man. I stop recording and stop what I'm doing, and now we done been texting. If her job's allow her, we've been texting for an hour. You know what I'm saying? Just talking and just however, man. But yeah, me and that cop, you know, and right now to this day, you know, we still friends and stuff. We don't talk as much as we used to or whatever, man, you know what I'm saying? But we still friends right now to this day, man. And what's crazy about that is, I remember, like, one of the times I had talked to her, you know, a while back, and we was just talking and stuff, man, and she was just like, you just seem confused about things, you know, what you want to do, and you know, I'm like, man, I'm not confused, and then she's like, you know what, man, you're gonna be confused all the way until you just, be honest with yourself, something like that. Be honest with yourself and do what you want to do. So it sounded weird to me. So I'm like, well, what are you talking about? She was like, you know, you want to be with a man, don't you? So you just need to do it. I'm like, what the fuck did that come from? And then she was like, well, you remember your friend, what this dude name is? Upshaw, you little boy. You put him in a partner, man. Like, you know, we don't rock, man. You know what I'm saying? We will friend you, and I don't know if it's my characteristics or my blowingness, because I was raised by a woman. You know, I don't know. But she had told me he was like, when they was in prison. When we was in prison, like I say, everybody just mean everybody. He got me that job. So she was like, well, I remember when we was in prison, I had asked him because I thought y'all was a thing. Y'all always came to work. I'm like, but we was in the same dorm. We come out at the same time. And, you know, she was like, well, y'all was just always together. And I'm like, yeah, we weren't always together. We was here at the job. But we did smoke. And, you know, whatever. He got some Sweet Ray, he got some K2. You know, we did our thing, though. Anybody. But she was like, well, when I used to see y'all together, I had ended up asking him, like, you and Dontreese a thing or something? And then she was like, he didn't never say no. See, that be that boy. He didn't never say no. You know what I'm saying? Then she said, but then he did say, I think he liked me. So listen. So once she telling me that, now in my head I'm computing things. So now my opinion, I'm saying, dang, that's crazy, man. So that means all that time I was in prison and it was cool and everybody, however, he was crushing on me. He was liking me. He ain't never say that because he was scared. You know what I'm saying? OG black boy. But, to each his own. Like, I love everybody, man. So, when she tell me that, that's the first thing I'm thinking. I'm like, he told you that for real? She was like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy. I mean, hell no. And then she went on to say, well, when I talked to him a few months ago, he had told me, she said, when I talked to him a few months ago, the last time I talked to him, I asked him, when the last time had you talked to Don Tree? Because it's like, with me, it's like 7 friends that once I got out of prison, I keep in contact with. They got out before me, or they supposed to got out with me. Well, minus one, cause one died on me. He ended up ODing and stuff, man. But Reggie, rest in peace, Reggie, man. But it was like 7 of them that I kept in contact with, and he was one of them, cause he was cool homie, man. You know what I'm saying? Little homie, probably about 8 years younger than me. I don't know. But So anyway, so she said, but last time I had talked to him, I said, when the last time you talked to Don Tree? And he was like, girl, Don Tree had done sent me some D pics over. Man, that blew me right there, man. Like that, like what? What? Man, I gotta block home, man. I gotta block home now, man. Like that, because I want, like, and with me blocking home, it's like, I still care about how other people feel when it's supposed to be my feeling right now. It's supposed to be like, like that. But I blocked them, so when he called me, hey, Tree, man, you got to tell you send me up here, man, I'm messed up, man, this or that, however, like, I want to say him the embarrassment of me saying, hey, man, Miss C told me you had said this and you said that, man, why would you say things like that, man? You must like me or just whatever. What he's gonna feel when I say that, I'm like, man, I don't even want home to feel that. You know what I'm saying, man? But they real talk, man. That's why you gotta watch who be around you and what they be about, man. Cause they'll say some things and have people looking at you a whole different way. It's real shiznit, man. Thank you for tuning in to another great episode of Underground Soul TV with your whole TV and film producer Don Tree Snox, OG Black Boy, 3700 College Park. Stand up. I'll climb to the highest of the pecan tree. Blast a few shots just to test the street. And I pray that you forever with me. You told me you'll stay here till the day that I die, with a tear in your eye. You always told me that you leave it and there's no coming back. Girl, I can't take that. You always told me you were gonna be down for the ride. Girl, you picked your side. This is Bonnie and Clyde. You know we do drive-bys and die side by side. Give you the sun, the wind, the moon, the rains, and the mountains. I'll give you the world and all that is in it. And even more. J. Chris Styles, new indie radio, a new wave for the new independent artists. Check them out on Facebook or even contact them on Instagram. Get your record in rotation now. Business owners, you need advertisement? Well, J. Chris Styles Indie Radio got what it takes to get the word out there. Management team, you got an artist? J. Chris Styles Indie Radio is the place to be. The advertisement and rotation slots comes at a fair and reasonable price. Check them out now, online, everywhere. J. Chris Styles Independent Radio, a new wave for the new independent artists.
Plus ain't got a bill. Mama sitting at home crying out and paying for tears. Talk to my lawyer today, do I gotta appeal? You wouldn't believe what he said this shit got real.